guys, it's Soda here, welcome back to another video. Today, I'm back with, I guess, this could be called a part 2 video because I made a video about a month ago talking about this Hamster Squid game video that went viral. So I talked about that. I suggest you watch that video first before this one because you'll understand why that video is bad. But since posting that video, I've been flooded with like comments, people telling me to watch the behind the scenes video because the behind the scenes video came out like a day or two after I uploaded my video, and even though I did actually make a pinned comment about the behind the scenes video because people were asking me about it so much, I thought I would make a whole video talking about it as well. Even though it's been a month now, I wasn't gonna do it originally. I keep kind of changing my mind about doing it, but now I want to do it because I did not expect that video to cause so many disagreements, and there was like hundreds of comments like telling me that the hamsters are fine because of the behind the scenes video. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. The original Hamster Squid game video has almost 30 million views. So wow, it did not have that many last time I looked at it, but yeah, that's crazy. I also talked about in my last video that this is not the only YouTube channel that does these kind of videos. It's actually like a whole thing on YouTube of using animals to make these weird maze videos that are aimed for like children, and they're honestly really messed up. A lot of it's just straight up animal abuse, but they get away with it because it's kids content and they have like funny music in the background. Today we're gonna watch the behind the scenes video. I have skimmed through it a bit, but I haven't actually watched it fully, so I thought I'd do that with you guys. And they have uploaded more Squid Game videos since then. But I do want to also reiterate that I don't think there's anything wrong with like you going ahead and making a cute little maze for your hamster or whatever other animal. Mazes can be done very safely. I just have a problem with these channels that just promote these unsafe mazes for their hamsters. And even worse, this channel lies about the hamsters being fine. So let's watch this. Squid Game vs hamsters behind the scenes. I hate this one. This one's the worst. So they're basically showing that the hamsters fell onto some padding. This one fell into cotton, which by the way is extremely unsafe for hamsters. Cotton is actually extremely dangerous and could cause infection in hamsters, so just putting that out there in case anyone sees this and thinks it's a good idea to use cotton. Okay, so I think this one is the same hamster. But I just want to say that, did this person really set up two separate cameras so they could film the hamster dropping at the same time as the other shot? Because this is obviously two different camera angles. It's not the same angle, you know, it's not just one video cut differently. This would have to be two different cameras, one pointing at the box of cotton and one pointing at the rope. I just find it really hard to believe that they would have filmed this video with two different cameras knowing that people were gonna like call them out on it and so they can upload a behind the scenes video. I find it really hard to believe that they actually put through the effort to do that. I more believe that they filmed this part completely separately to the original video. They just filmed this part to show, hey, we don't abuse them, they're fine, I swear. And not to mention, like, this hamster's leg got caught on this rope. Like, that is not a cute situation. That is an extremely stressful situation right here. And they could even possibly break their leg from this. Hamsters are so delicate. That's something people listen to my comments as well, like, oh, hamsters can handle anything, you know, you can drop them on the floor, they'll be fine. That's not true at all. I don't know where people will get that from. Maybe it's what your parents told you when you were kids so you weren't upset about dropping a hamster on the floor, but that's not how it works. These are tiny little animals with extremely fragile bones. And then they like show the hamster's enclosure to show like, oh, they're happy, they live in this nice enclosure, don't they? Yeah, about that. So we can see this is like some kind of wood shavings. I don't know what this is. I don't really know how to identify wood shavings, but it doesn't look like aspen, so I would assume it's just some random pine shavings or something, which is unsafe for hamsters and cause them a lot of respiratory issues. And they house several hamsters together. It's just sad to look at. Hamsters are burrowing animals, and usually they will, you know, dig somewhere and sleep, you know, burrowed into something. This hamster can't burrow because there's barely any bedding in here, so he's just sleeping on the outside. So cute, housing solitary animals together. That always goes well, doesn't it? This was the part where the hamsters were like fighting and stuff. I guess they didn't show it in this video, but that scene. Let me find it. Yeah, here's some of it. They were fighting because, like I said, hamsters are solitary animals. I know that there are species of hamsters, like dwarf hamsters, can sometimes be held together, but even then, that's not really something that a lot of hamster owners recommend, because even if they're raised together, like they're siblings and they've been together forever, they can still sometimes fight to the death. Like, it's just not worth that risk in my opinion. Hamsters are extremely territorial animals and will fight to the death. So the fact that they house so many hamsters in this little fish tank with barely any bedding. By the way, are they housing different species together? Because that's even worse. Are they trying to say that these two hamsters are the same hamsters in this photo? Because they're definitely not. And maybe this one could be. Maybe this lighting makes it look darker, because it looks way darker in this photo. But that one's definitely not this hamster. That's two very different hamsters. Also, what the hell is this wheel? I'm sorry, this is literally the tiniest wheel I've ever seen. This is like a hamster wheel for like a toy hamster, like a Kinder Surprise toy hamster. Not a real hamster. Like, look at them in there. They would not be able to run in this wheel without hurting their back. Like, that is crazy that they just have this tiny ass wheel in here. Do they only have one as well? Like, is that... Oh, look at this one! Look at its ear. It has a huge chunk out of its ear. I don't know who this hamster's supposed to be. Maybe it's supposed to be this one? This one has red eyes though, so I don't know about that. But look, it's got a huge chunk out of its ear because they've been fighting. Look at that. Look at that. So sad. Sunflower seeds. This one. Look at its eye! I didn't even notice this one until now. Look at its eye. This hamster has been attacked or something. It looks swollen. And it's got this little scab here too, which could be mites or something, but probably due to fighting. But yeah, that's not... Its eye should not look like that. It looks swollen and pussy, honestly. So, did you notice anything strange about that video? Anything at all? Let's go back, shall we? Alright, so let's try and get a... Yeah, here we go. Here's a picture of the hamster's back. So, let's go back to the behind the scenes video. Oh, that's weird. It looks like a completely different hamster. That's strange. Yeah, honestly, they look totally different. I don't think it's just the lighting. Because look, you can literally see right here. That is supposed to be the same hamster? What? And again, they would have had to film this with two different cameras to get these angles. Like, it wouldn't be possible to get both of these angles with one camera. So, did they really set up two cameras so they could film behind the scenes as well because they knew people would be upset with them? I don't think so. I think they just filmed this with a totally different hamster afterwards because who knows what happened to the first hamster. But yeah, it looks completely different to me. Look, it's got this big dark stripe on its back. And even if they actually landed on something soft in this video, I don't think it's worth putting them through this stress just for that, you know? And maybe they won't physically hurt from this, but the stress this can put on them, hamsters can die from stress. Was it worth it? Look at that wheel. God, that wheel is so tiny. I know hamsters are small animals, but it feels so tiny. Look how much the back is curving. Yeah, so that's the behind the scenes video. All that video proved to me is that they really don't care about their hamsters, do they? Also, I really don't like the way they worded in the description. It says, everything you have seen on our channel is just games and simulation. The hamsters are not negatively affected. It does seem like English is not their first language, so maybe it's just worded a bit weirdly because of that. But like, everything you've seen on our channel is a game and simulation? No, it's not. It's you putting hamsters in danger. Like, that's not a game to them. That's just a stressful situation to them. The videos you have watched are just like horror movies, which are full of camera and transition techniques. Are you sure you haven't watched horror movies or Squid Game? One more time, thank you for... They're not actors though, they're animals! You can't compare YouTube Hamster Squid Games to the real Squid Game, because the real Squid Game is actors. They're humans, and they're not being hurt. This one is just animals that don't know what's going on, and are just being forced into these situations and being hurt because of it. You can't compare the two. They made another one. I don't think these ones are as bad. See, this is much better. It's not a real thing, is it? I mean, yeah, these ones are much better because they're not, you know, being hurt. I don't think. But I still don't like the idea of using your hamsters as toys. I just think people need to realize that these channels they're just content farm channels, you know. 90% of the time, they're not channels that actually care about the animals that they're making videos of. There is so many hamster maze videos that are even worse than these videos. I don't know if I want to talk about those videos as well, because I don't want people to go to those videos because of my videos and go comment on them, because these channels don't care. Like, clearly from this behind the scenes video you can see they don't care. And I get comments like maybe they didn't know it was bad. Yeah, maybe they didn't, but at the same time, these are grown adults. Like, these aren't kids making these are adults. I can excuse some behavior, but I honestly can't excuse this. What is that? See what I mean? Like, these are so obviously targeted towards children. These look like exactly like the Spider-Man and Elsa videos, except it's a hamster and boss. This is live? What the fuck? What is happening? Minnie Mouse? Hey! What is that? Is this what children watch? Oh my god, what? Okay. I need to stop. I don't, I'm gonna cry. I don't know what to say to that video. Just going through a lot of emotions right now. What the fuck did I just watch? Well guys, that's it for this video. I just want to talk about that again, and hopefully I won't have to a third time. But yeah, I wanted to watch that behind the scenes video because I still get asked about it now. Yeah, I guess I have some strong opinions about those videos. Yeah, I just worry that this stuff's just gonna get normalized, you know, because YouTube allows it and so many kids watch these videos. Obviously they're aimed at kids after seeing that weird, what even was that Boss Baby thing, man? I didn't think it would go that far. I just think it's an unsafe thing to have on the internet for children to watch. So yeah, feel free to let me know what you think. That's my thoughts on it. Let me know what you'd like me to make a video on next, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!